Guys, here I have some additional examples for 7.2b solving systems in 3 variables. Remember, it gets complicated, it gets messy, so try to be as neat as possible and take your time and try to think these through. I'll go through 2 more examples. If you still are struggling and you still have questions, you need to come in and see me because we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. So if you have any questions after this, try to do some example problems. And try to get through it or come in. So let's get started. Remember, the first thing you need to do is pick 2 equations and eliminate a variable. So if you go through here, the first thing you want to do is see if you have any that are already set up for you. So the 5's, no bueno. The y's, we have some opposite signs here that we could choose to eliminate, but none of them have the same coefficient. Same thing with the k's. We have some opposite signs here that you could choose to eliminate, but you're still going to be multiplying by something because they don't have the same coefficient. Now, it doesn't matter which variable that you choose to eliminate. Like I said, you could either do the y or the k. I'm going to go ahead and do the y's for this example. Now, remember, there's no one correct way to do this. You may choose to eliminate the y's. Your buddy may choose to eliminate the k's. In the end, you should, however, get the same answer. So I'm going to pick the first 2 to eliminate the y's. They have opposite signs, so I'm going to need to multiply this first one by 2 here. So 5 times 2 is 10x, negative 3 times 2 is negative 6y, k times 2 is positive 2k is equal to negative 2. Bring down the second one. Okay, and this means, because we chose these first 2, that I absolutely have to use this one on my second step over here. 5k equals 12, and I still have to eliminate the y. So it doesn't matter which one you choose to eliminate, or the other equation that you choose to use. You can use this one. These are already opposite signs, but you'd have to multiply this whole thing by 6, which means you're going to get some kind of big numbers over here. Or you could choose to use the second one, or excuse me, the first one up here, and only multiply this one by 3, but it would have to be a negative 3 because you have the same sign. So again, it's up to you what you choose to eliminate. There's more than one way to get there, so just kind of do you on these and hope everything works out. So I'm going to choose, let's do the first one, and I'm going to have to multiply it by neither. I'll be multiplying this one down here. No, neither, because that's the one that I'm using. We could do that. Okay, we're going to choose these 2 for the second half. Okay, so this one for the first, this one for the second. I'm going to multiply this one by negative 3. So 8 times negative 3 is going to give me negative 24x. Negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3y. 5 times negative 3 is negative 15k is equal to negative 36. Okay, so that's this equation here. That's the exact same equation, and I'm going to choose to eliminate y with this first one. So I'm going to bring it down. 5x minus 3y plus k is equal to negative 1. Okay, I'm going to cross this one out so that we don't get confused with it. And now we can go ahead and eliminate our variables in each of our systems now. Doesn't matter which one you do first. So that's going to cancel there. 10 plus 1 is 11x. 2 minus 4 is negative 2k is equal to negative 19. So then over here, negative 24 plus 5 is going to give you negative 19x. My y's are going to cancel. Negative 15 plus 1 is going to give you negative 14k is equal to negative 37. Okay, so already we've got some pretty nasty numbers here. Now when I combine these, it doesn't matter which variable you choose to eliminate. I'm going to choose the k's because I know I can multiply this by 7 by a -7 and get opposite signs here. So I'm going to bring this one down first. Negative 19x minus 14k is equal to negative 37. And now I'm going to multiply this one by a -7. So negative 7 times 11 is negative 77x. Negative 7 times negative 2 is positive 14k. And negative 7 times negative 19 is 133. Fun, right? Okay, so let's eliminate k here. Negative 19 minus 77 is going to give you a negative 6796x is equal to 96. Okay, so this worked out pretty nice. Divide both sides by 96, negative 96. X is equal to 1, negative 1. Okay, so when we are writing our solution up here in terms of x, y, k, our first value here is negative 1. So now we're going to take this negative 1 and plug it into one of these two equations. You can't plug it into these because these still have 3 variables. So it has to be this one, or our new large one. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into this one. So I have 11x minus 2k is equal to negative 19. 11 times negative 1 minus 2k. Negative 11 minus 2k. Add 11 to each side. 2k, oops, sorry guys. 2k is equal to negative 8. Divide both sides by 2. K is equal to negative 4. Okay? So now we have 2 of our variables, and we're almost done. So now I need to plug these 2 into one of our original equations up here. It doesn't matter which one, but you want to keep in mind what you're solving for. So I'm solving for y. So pick whichever one you think is going to be easier for you to solve for. I'm going to plug it into this one so I don't really have to divide by anything in the end. So for step 3, so this was step 1 over here, this was step 2 over here, step 3 here. I'm going to use 8x minus y plus 5k is equal to 12. Plug in my values, 8 times negative 1 minus y plus 5 times negative 4 is equal to 12. Negative 8 minus y minus 20. Negative 8 minus 20 is negative 28 minus y is equal to 12 plus 28. Y is equal to negative y is equal to 40, right? 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4. Y is equal to negative 40. Divide both sides by negative 1. That's kind of nuts. Did I write the answer down? Okay, so that's our third value. I feel like something is not right here. Okay, so now we're going to check our work and see where I went wrong, because I'm pretty sure that's not what I was supposed to get. And this is what I'm talking about, where things can get messy. Okay, so I found my mistake. Okay, so right here, I have negative 2. I missed that negative, so I divide by a negative 2 here, and a negative 2 there, which would make my k a positive 4. which means when I come down to solve for y, that would make that a positive 4, which would make that a positive number, which would make all of this incorrect. So from here, I have negative 8 plus 20, which is going to give me a positive 12 minus y equals 12. Yes, minus 12 on each side. Negative y equals 0. Y is equal to 0. So a very common mistake that you guys will make is you'll get this and you'll tell me that there's no solution, which is incorrect. It's just y is equal to 0. So this is not negative 40, it is 0. And now we're going to check our work. So 5 times negative 1 minus 3 times 0 plus 4 is equal to negative 1. Negative 5, that cancels. Plus 4, negative 1, true statement. Okay, so x plus 6 times y minus 4 times k equals negative 17. Negative 1 minus 16 equals negative 17, true statement. 8 times negative 1 minus 0 plus 5 times 4 is equal to 12. Negative 8 plus 20 equal to 12, true statement. Okay, so our work is correct. Our solution is negative 1, 0, 4 for x, y, and k. That's it for this video. I will post one more example for you guys to look, but it'll be a separate video underneath, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. Shoot me an email. For now, I'm going to give you an example to work on, to practice, and I will give you the solution. So I want you to try to do I'll give you an easy one. Negative 5x minus y minus 3k is equal to 22. Negative x plus 3y minus minus k, sorry, is equal to negative 4. And k is equal to y. In case you're wondering why the k's are kind of off, guys, I always replace my z's with k's because z's are no bueno because they look like 2's. Okay, so I don't use z's. I usually replace them with the k. So go ahead and work on this at home. You're going to use substitution. This is super easy. So whenever you see a k, you're going to plug that y into there and then substitute it. Your solution set here will be negative 2, negative 3, and negative 3. I want you to actually solve this and see if you can get this example here. I'll give you another one if you want to work on something similar to what we've been doing. Negative 4x minus y minus 2k is equal to 3. Negative 5x plus y plus k is equal to negative 3. And negative 5x minus 4y plus 3k is equal to 12. And that solution will be 0, negative 3, 0. So I'm giving these to you so that once you solve them, you should get this, these answers. So go ahead and practice these. See how you do. Watch the videos again if you need to. Let me know if you have questions. All right, see you in class.